Independent Russian military analyst Vladimir Tuchkov outlines why Russia's Su-35S 4++ generation fighter aircraft may soon receive the capability to defeat the US's 5th generation F-22 Raptor stealth tactical fighter in air-to-air combat. The decision to improve the planes was made on the basis of a thorough analysis of their experience in the Syrian conflict, where several problems were brought to light. Among them was an issue with stones from the runway being sucked into the plane's air intake, as well as technical glitches affecting their lights and cockpit displays. But these shortcomings have already been fixed. With that in mind, independent military analyst and Svobodnaya Pressa contributor Vladimir Tuchkov suggested that it was only logical to ask what kinds of other upgrades the deputy defense minister had in mind. Still, the analyst noted that it was possible to speculate, based on a consideration not only of the Su-35 single-S strong points, but its shortcomings as well. Tuchkov explained that the plane's supermaneuverability has two components: its thrust vectoring engines and its highly aerodynamic airframe, inherited from the Su-27 and improved by designers over the course of many years. Such continuity is something that's not observed by American designers, and as a result the US does not enjoy the continuous improvement of the flight characteristics of its fighter designs on an accruing basis, the analyst noted. The Su-35S's fire control system is also limited compared to its 5th generation F-22 counterpart, the observer wrote. While the F-22 is capable of simultaneously monitoring 100 targets, and firing at 20 of them, the Su-30 can monitor 30 and fire on 8. However, there is some probability that this problem can be solved via the bureaucratic method, which has become a possibility in connection with the possible merger between Sukhoi and MiG Corporation, Tuchkov explained. In this way, it will be possible for Sukhoi to borrow the JK radar used on the MiG-35. Then there is the issue of bringing the capabilities of the Su-35S's missile systems in line with its radar capabilities. For example, the Su-35S's radar can detect targets with a radar cross-section of 3 square meters at 400 kilometers at the same time. The plane's air-to-air missiles have a firing range that's nearly 4 times lower. Tuchkov recalled that until very recently, the Su-35 was almost completely on par with the F-22, armed with the AIM-120C-7 missile, which had an effective range of 120 kilometers. The Su-35S's R-27 missile, adopted into service in the late 1980s, has a range of 110 kilometers now. The American plane has adopted a new modification, the AIM-120D, with a range of 180 kilometers. Ultimately, Tuchkov emphasized that if the R-37M were to be adapted for use aboard the Su-35S, this would fit entirely with the concept of prospective upgrades referred to by the Deputy Defense Minister. The 4.06 meters long, 510 kilograms R-37M features a 60 kilograms high explosive fragmentation warhead. Its inertial guidance system provides for radio correction, if necessary. The missile includes an active radar-seeking device, activated in the final portion of flight, with a target capture angle of 120 degrees. The system has 2 fuses, one contact-based and a second based on calculated distance to the target. The missile is capable of reaching speeds of up to Mach 5 in the final stage of flight. The missile is capable of destroying targets at maneuvering with acceleration of 10 grams, Tuchkov wrote. In other words, dodging the R-37M is extremely difficult even for the F-22, which maneuvers with acceleration up to 9.5 grams. Finally, Russia has another air-to-missile in store, the Kansas 172. That missile has an estimated range of 400 kilometers, a maximum flight altitude of 30 kilometers, 12 grams targeting capability, and a speed of 4,000 kilometers per hour. That missile is being designed for the T-50. If it can be fitted aboard the Su-35S, many of the problems this fighter might have fighting 5th General planes will quickly disappear, Tuchkov concluded.